What up, guys? A little crypto market update here. By the way, this is not financial advice. This is just for education or entertainment purposes only. Bitcoin drops below 100,000 for the first time since May of this year. And if you go on crypto YouTube or Twitter right now, people are screaming bear market. It's over. It's done. We're screwed. Meanwhile, 0 out of the top 30 cycle top indicators have flashed. Not one. Um, Bitcoin is in a what we call a megaphone pattern, and it's just touching the bottom of that trend line right now. Now, if we break through that support zone, which is right around 94, 95 roughly, um, and we bust through that and we come back up and touch it, and that now becomes resistance, which would be a confirmation for a bear market, yeah, then we're in some trouble. All right, maybe we have a mini bear, but with everything that's going on behind the scenes, I wouldn't even say it's behind the scenes. All you have to do is tune in to Ripple Swell right now and listen to Larry Fink talk, or the CEO of the NASDAQ, or Monica Long from Ripple. There are major players that are just waiting to get involved in these markets, if they're not already. I mean, we really don't know. There is rates being lowered. Okay, the Fed is just printing money into oblivion right now. That liquidity has to go somewhere. It's going to go to high risk assets. Now, when the Clarity Act gets passed, which people were calling for before Thanksgiving, my personal opinion, that could happen. The government needs to end the shutdown, and then you will see these ETFs that are just lined up waiting to be approved. They will be done one after the other. Okay, once you see that, I mean, we're off to the races. And what better time for the ETFs to be approved than when the market is an absolute bloodbath right now? Everything is oversold, every single asset. Unless you've been really paying attention, the only couple of projects that are really showing any kind of strength right now, I don't know if anyone's paying attention to what Zcash just did this month. While everything else is bleeding, that thing jumped 1,000%. If you would have bought that at the beginning of October, you're laughing all the way to the bank right now. That capital looks like it's starting to flow over into a lot of the top AI plays. We got BitTensor Tau, broke out of its trend. It's sitting above resistance. Looks like it's going to flip it into support. Same thing with Virtual's protocol, which is on the Base ecosystem. Base is going to be a major player this cycle. It's going to get a lot of attention. Brian Armstrong is out there. He is shaking hands and cutting deals with everybody he can. He's constantly on Capitol Hill. And what they're doing there, what they're building, whether you like it or not, there's going to be a lot of money flowing through there. So Virtuals, another great project, another AI agent play. And then what ICP did the last 2 days. I feel like that was just a forgotten project. I've heard people call that was a scam. It was a rug pull. It's a dead project. And then boom, the thing just jumped like over 100% in the last 2 days. So there's money to be made right now while the market looks red and it's bleeding and everyone's calling for it to be the end. If anybody knows what the inverse Jim Cramer rule is, Jim Cramer, the guy on TV, he's calling for a bear market right now. Well, when that guy says something, if you do the opposite, you will be a positive trader. That's not financial advice, but if you just go back and look at his calls, that guy's always wrong. But he does it on purpose. That guy is a puppet for Wall Street and whoever else, but neither here nor there. There is money to be made in these markets, and if you do have conviction, if you believe in this asset class, if you believe that this is not just the future, but the present, I mean, this is no longer your 4-year cycle retail pump and dump market anymore. This is an asset class that is being adopted and is going to be used 1,000%. For all my Christians out there who believe in the end times and the book of Revelation and the mark of the beast, well, you can't have control over people's ability to buy or sell unless it's digital. I'm not trying to scare anybody away from this, but it is coming. It's going to happen slowly, but right now we have a great opportunity to make a lot of money. And this is market manipulation to its fullest, what's going on. This is trying to scare the 99% out of the market so the 1% can grab control and stay the 1%. I mean, the dot-com bubble, it's like the same playbook all over again. You're seeing an AI right now. You see something like NVIDIA just, I mean, I don't follow the stock market that much, but I feel like NVIDIA just popped out of nowhere. And now all of a sudden that's all anybody ever talks about. It is the highest market cap company in the world, which that's by no mistake whatsoever. But that will happen in crypto, 100%. And that's why you see the 3 AI coins that I mentioned here, BitTensor Tau, Virtuals, ICP. That's why you see money all of a sudden flowing into those projects while everything else is just getting absolutely crushed. Well, I'm not saying to go ahead and jump in those. I'm saying watch those. Those are going to be some big movers, and they're going to move very quick and very fast, which they have throughout 2024 and briefly in the beginning of 2025. I mean, Virtuals, I watched that thing pump from $1 to $5 really before anything else got off the ground, before XRP hit whatever it hit, 315 or whatever, before Avalanche hit $55, before Bitcoin, or no, not before Bitcoin, before Cardano hit over $1. There's a lot coming here, and you just got to look at this market as everything is on sale right now. This is the best time to get into the market. So you need to set aside all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Just tune out all the naysayers, do your own research, and figure out if this is something that you want to be in or not. Because this is going to change lives, 100%. This market is going to bring in the kind of money that I don't think we've ever seen before. There's another example that's going around. When gold tops, which we just saw recently, gold and silver just hit a top, and you saw people lined up around the building to buy gold at like $4,400, $4,500. Well, the news pumped it up, and sure enough, we're back down below $4,000 just like that. So when the news is saying one thing, you should probably take precaution. That's a good indicator to maybe the inverse is what you should be doing, the opposite, not falling for their schemes, their plays, because there's always psyops going on in the market. They're saying one thing, they're doing another. Like, for example, BlackRock moved tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin and Ethereum on the Coinbase today. And I saw a bunch of people posting that. They're not selling. They're absolutely not selling. They're moving it there to get people to panic, to sell theirs. Meanwhile, they're gobbling up more. 100%. We'll see how this video ages. We'll come back and we'll check and see if I was right. But this market is about to take off in a major, major way. I'm not saying it's tomorrow. I'm not saying it's next week. But there's too many things lined up, ready to go for this market to just all of a sudden go into the usual bear market for a year and a half before we see the 4-year cycle repeat again. It's not that I believe that 4-year cycle's dead. I do. Is that cycle just being extended for a couple months, maybe a year, maybe? Is the cycle, or is this market becoming a mature market to where now you might see a more long-term, gradual stair-step market where you're going to have pumps and then pullbacks before you reach, you know, a so-called cycle top? That could happen too. We gotta wait and see. I like to use the charts to indicate what I'm doing. Whether it's using RSI, stochastic RSI, the MACD, drawing trends, figuring out where resistance and support's at. There's too much there that says this is not the top. This is the manipulation so they can get you to capitulate yourself out of the market before it absolutely rips. So hold if that's all you can do right now, and if you have dry powder on the side. Like I said, this ain't financial advice, but I know what I'm doing, and I'm licking my chops at these discounts right now. So that's all I got for this week. Yeah, good luck out there, guys. See you at the top.